So, how long do you think we'll be here? I'm not talking to you.
You know what? We are so screwed.
Thought you weren't talking to me.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Nerd Shift, where we dive deep into movies, TV shows, and anime. Today, we're going to do something a little different. Let's be serious for a moment. We're talking about a film that dives into the very foundation of an iconic rivalry in pop culture. I'm reviewing Transformers 1, and before we move on, spoiler alert, I'll be talking about some key plot points. So if you haven't watched it yet, make sure to come back after you do. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's set the scene. Transformers 1 is the long-awaited prequel that takes us back to where it all began. Directed by Josh Cooley, this animated feature is set entirely on Cybertron, giving us the origin story of the epic feud between Optimus Prime and Megatron, back when they were known as Orion Pax and D16.
We're gonna call you B.
It's a deep dive into how friends turned into enemies and how the war that tore their planet apart started. As serious as I'm trying to be, we can't skip talking about the animation. Transformers 1 is visually breathtaking. Cybertron feels like a living, breathing world, full of vibrant colors and detailed textures. The action sequences are jaw-dropping, especially when it comes to the iconic transformations. They've taken the nostalgic designs we all know and love and elevated them with modern animation techniques. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Transformers 1 doesn't just give us cool fight scenes and transformations. It's about the emotional and political depth behind the Autobots and Decepticons.
Don't you want to see what's out there?
Orion Pax, who we know will become Optimus Prime, is still figuring out his path as a leader. Meanwhile, D16, who becomes Megatron, starts with good intentions but spirals into the villain we all know. This story is about more than just good versus evil. It's about how ambition and ideals can fracture even the closest relationships. You feel the weight of their friendship falling apart, and it sets the stage for everything we know from the later films. The voice cast does a phenomenal job bringing these characters to life. Chris Hemsworth gives us a more vulnerable Optimus, while Brian Tyree Henry as Megatron perfectly captures his descent into darkness. The chemistry between them makes their eventual conflict feel inevitable, yet tragic at the same time. As for the action, don't worry. This movie doesn't hold back. While it's more story-driven than some other entries in the Transformers universe, the battle scenes are just as epic as you'd expect. There's a perfect balance between high-stakes action and quieter moments that let the characters breathe. The pacing slows down when needed, but ramps up at just the right moments. What makes Transformers 1 stand out is its ability to add real emotional weight to the Transformers lore. We're used to seeing Optimus and Megatron as bitter enemies, but watching their friendship fall apart makes their future battles all the more intense. It's not just about explosions. It's about broken trust, ambition, and the fallout of betrayal. On the flip side, I do think some side characters like Starscream and Soundwave could have gotten more attention. They're fan favorites, and while they play a role, they don't get as much screen time as I would have hoped. And if you're a newcomer to the Transformers universe, some of the political backstory on Cybertron might feel a bit overwhelming. In the end, Transformers 1 delivers a powerful prequel story. It offers a fresh take on characters we thought we knew and adds layers to the Transformers saga. The animation is top-notch, the story is engaging, and if you're a fan of the franchise, this is definitely a must-watch. I give Transformers 1 a solid 8 out of 10. Transformers 1 isn't just another action-packed film. It's a thoughtful look at how friendships can fall apart, how ideals can be warped, and how war can turn brother against brother. It's as emotional as it is exciting, and I think fans of all ages will appreciate that. That's it for today's review. What did you think of Transformers 1? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, this is one prequel you don't want to miss. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss my latest reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.